इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि हर जगह ने मुझे तुमसे मिलाने की साजिश की है। कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है।
वाह क्या एक्टिंग कर रहा है, वाह क्या एक्टिंग।
Hello everyone, welcome to Sincere Listenaholic. Today I'm hanging out with a very close friend of mine, Atharv, and the whole foundation of our friendship lies in the fact that we are in a very toxic, very unhealthy, one-sided love triangle with Shah Rukh Khan. And today we are here to discuss the very man that we love a lot and a film that's very, very close to our hearts and one of my most favorite movies, one of Atharv's most favorite movie, Om Shanti Om! Okay. What are your thoughts when you first watched it, and maybe whenever you recently watched it, what were your thoughts after revisiting it again?
I remember watching it in second or third grade, and that was among the very favorite films of mine. Even at that time, I don't think I understood the film in any ways at that time. It's just that I loved watching it. I loved the way Shah Rukh fell in love with Deepika, and he wasn't the only one. Even I did. I still remember I used to cry while during the interval block when the scene that is very close to your heart. That scene. It used to break my heart.
Yeah. The fire scene is what we're talking about, when Shanti Priya basically burns in that fire.
Yeah, exactly. And more than Shanti Priya, my heart used to break more for Om Prakash Makhija. Now watching it after as an adult, it still entertains me. It still breaks my heart when I see Shah Rukh dying in the interval block. And I still fall in love with Deepika every single time I watch it.
When I first watched it, I was like 6 years old. The whole beauty of this movie is it's meta-fictional. So the beauty in the movie is not just the story part of it, it's very predictable, but the small references that you get, all those little dialogues, little meta jokes that, Farah Khan has included in the movie. But when I was a 6-year-old, I didn't know about it. I didn't see much of what, 70s cinema had to offer. But I still loved it very dearly. But then, we grew up. Then as a teenager, I watched it again. Then in college, I watched it again. So every time my journey of watching it again was something different. The best part about Om Shanti Om is that the movie is self-aware. The movie knows कि भाई है पुनर्जन्म की story. The first few minutes of the movie, you see का reference. You see Rishi Kapoor shooting Om Shanti Om song. You like everything is right there. It literally the movies wears its inspiration, wears कि भाई मैंने इस movie से inspiration ली है and मैं इसी को सबसे पहले refer करूँगी. कर्ज है, पुनर्जन्म है, it's revenge, it's reincarnation, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this film, and I'm going to literally honor Kars in the very first few minutes of the film. And that's why we love it so much because जितने बार भी हम उसको देखते हैं और meta references मिलते हैं, whether it's Devan and Shatrughan Sinha coming in the first premiere shot, whether it's like Deepika Padukone being the dreamy girl, which is sort of like reference to Hema Malini's dream girl. So the whole point of movie being so meta-fictional, and every time you watch it, you pick out so many more references. That's the reason why I think a person like me who loves Hindi films immensely, who's born and brought up in a Bollywood diet, I think this is a perfect film for that person. Which is one favorite segment or one favorite scene of that entire film? What like that pick of yours will be?
So for me, it would be again Om Prakash Makhija falling in love with Shanti Priya.
Of course.
Ajapsi playing in the background. It just feels like, so basically, even if you see the build up for it is quite beautiful.
Yeah.
You see all the superstars coming in, and you understand what the world around the protagonist is.
Right.
So while taking the story forward, you also understand what all the other things are happening in the film, and that's very important. And I think Farah has done it in a very entertaining way. Like, you don't get bored of seeing the world being developed.
Yeah.
Because the female lead of the film is just about to be introduced.
Yeah.
And just before that, the hype is created, but in all the right ways. It's not just hype for the sake of hype. It adds a lot of strength to the story.
Also, the fact that Om Prakash Makhija is like immensely in love with her, and we get to feel that in the way that Deepika is introduced and how he feels. That's very nicely like thrown at us, so that we can also feel that aura.
Another great exposition at that point of time is Rajesh Kapoor and Lovely.
Yeah.
They're expecting a child.
Yeah.
And it's a very good exposition that later connects with the film. And it becomes a very important aspect of the film.
Yeah.
And Om gets very much excited when Rajesh touches his arm or something accidentally.
Yes.
But his reaction to that versus his reaction to Shanti Priya and his connect.
Yeah.
It's quite different, and that's what makes the difference, and that's what elevates the scene and the film.
Yeah.
Because I just love the way Deepika turns around, and the way Shah Rukh and the lyrics of Ajapsi are perfectly complementing it.
The song was actually not selected when that scene was shot. Vishal Dadlani made Farah hear Ajapsi much after the premiere scene was shot, and Shah Rukh and Farah just fell in love with that song so much. Thankfully, there was no lip syncing like the classic Bollywood songs. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult, and they might have had to shoot it all over again. But they just loved that song so much that they made sure that this is included, not just in one segment but two segments, which is like a crazy story because you would not imagine any other song to be there other than Ajab See. It's such a
Absolutely.
crucial part of that film.
Yeah, like if you see when Shah Rukh meets Shanti Priya, sorry, Om Prakash meets
Meets
Shanti
Shanti
Priya
Priya.
for the first time, it starts with आई ऐसी रात है जो बहुत खुश नसीब है and चाहे जिसे दूर से दुनिया वो मेरे करीब है. It captures the feeling inside Om Prakash very beautifully.
Yeah.
And it does not start with आंखों में तेरी अजब से ज्यादा है. It starts with this particular stanza.
Yes.
And then when after the reincarnation, when Sandy and Om Kapoor meet, it starts with तेरे साथ साथ ऐसा कोई नहीं रहा. So the song has always been from the perspective of Om Kapoor, and he from Om actually, not Om Kapoor, from Om. And I love the way it captures what he is feeling about that person.
Yeah, talking about my favorite part, I think, I don't know, matlab, not everyone would like it, but one of my most favorite part is when the big fire scene, and not the fact that Prakash Makhija is trying to save her, it's the opposite. When Arjun Rampal, the very, very hot and dashing villain of all time,
Hotter than the fire.
hotter than the fire, it's just the point where Shanti is literally like banging the door, keeps like crying to just because like death is in front of her and she wants to escape,
Behind
but behind her, I'm sorry, behind her, and like she's just trying to escape and she's just trying to request Mukesh ki bhai nikal de yahan se, mujhe kya kar raha hai, matlab she's in love with this guy and he's just like betrayed her, and he's just like hot, like ekdam hot tarike se uski lambi lambi zulfe ud rahi hain, and he's just like smoking this one cigarette and he's just blowing the smoke and he's just kissing that door with that glass hole, and just kissing her goodbye and just leaving her to burn and die over there. But just for some reason, we don't get to see those villains, right?
Yeah.
Quintessentially hot, dashing dudes who would be Arjun Rampal for that matter.
Yeah. Not typically scary.
No, he's not. He's not Mogambo. He's not
Yeah.
Sholay ka Gabbar Singh. He's Arjun Rampal. He's Mike. Everyone in Hollywood does call him that. So we just see that personality for like very first time, maybe at least for me, it was very few of those villains I could see कि इतने hot, इतने sexy, dashing इंसान है, and he's just very sexy, letting the married woman, a pregnant married woman, might I add,
His own wife.
his own wife, yeah, like pregnant wife there just to burn and die, and in a very sexy way just kisses her, blows smoke in that glass door and just goes away in a very nice slow motion. बाल जुल्फे उड़ रही है और अपनी vintage sexy सी कार में बैठ के जा रहा है वो वहाँ से.
She doesn't want people to call her a psychopath.
Yeah, I'm not psychopath. It's just that scene is deliciously evil, is what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
it's amazingly evil. Like you would not expect like this hot guy.
It adds a lot of darkness to his character.
Exactly. That's why you know it's outrightly black character. But you know the funniest part is that Arjun Rampal was not even casted until like 2 days
Yeah.
before. You know that, right? So Vivek Oberoi said no to the film for like Mukesh Mehra's character. A lot of actors said no to Farah Khan and Shah Rukh Khan, and they were like desperate to find somebody. And literally in a New Year's party on 31st, Shah Rukh Khan के घर में पार्टी वाड़ी चल रही थी. इन लोगों ने पकड़ लिया अर्जुन रामपाल को कि चलो भाई ये फिल्म में नरेट करते थे. Literally locked him in the bathroom, is what like I've heard in interviews and everything, and they locked him up and they're like this is the story, and then he's like कि ठीक है मैं बताता हूँ आपको, नरेट करते घर पे जाके. And then even then he said no because it was too villain of a character. Nobody would want to play that, honestly speaking. Matlab, it's a very very villain character, and Farah was very sure that this guy needs to be hot because Shanti Priya, this girl who is like the dreamy girl, is in love with him, so he almost needs to be more handsome and charming than Shah Rukh Khan, to be very honest.
True.
And who better to play that character than Arjun Rampal? And I can't imagine a better person to play that role. But coming back to my favorite part, Filmfare scene is my favorite part because oh my god, Abhishek Bachchan, Akshay Kumar, Shah Rukh Khan, and like I think
There was another nominee.
ooh,
I think it's got to be Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan.
Shruti guys से मेरा फोन कॉल फिर वो
क्या एक्टिंग कर रहा है.
वाह क्या एक्टिंग कर
Those were over exaggerated versions of those actors. Doom 5 में Abhishek Bachchan is not even casted because in like Doom we don't consider him as the lead actor.
Yeah.
So Doom 5 आते he's nominated for a film that he's not even in.
Yeah.
That's like genius of Farah Khan to even think about it. And the most beautiful part about that Filmfare scene is कि movie start होती है where we see cars, you know, Rishi Kapoor की Om Shanti Om गाने की shooting, which is Shah Rukh Khan and Farah Khan are there. So Farah Khan is essentially doing a cameo there.
Yeah.
And then वो लड़ाई करते हैं, and then he almost beats her कि अरे तू director है क्या? It's such a funny incident, but cartoon you see Subhash Ghai at that very point, which is a smart thing because Farah Khan is doing what Subhash Ghai usually do in his film, which is doing a cameo, a directorial cameo, which she does, but she rightfully throws in your face कि भाई ये भी inspiration है, इस इंसान से inspiration ली, ये inspiration की acting करती है, मैं वापस उस इंसान को दिखाऊंगी ताकि कोई ये ना बोल सके copy करी है. It's an homage, it's an ode, it's a love letter to Bollywood that I'm trying to write and I'm showing it to you, so please see it, which is beautiful. But in the first scene we see Subhash Ghai, Rishi Kapoor, and circling back to the Filmfare Award where essentially Shah Rukh Khan actually almost like again get a call back from his real life.
Yes.
We see Rishi Kapoor and Subhash Ghai giving the award to Shah Rukh Khan, which is like a beautiful way of like full circle movement, which this movie have a lot. So I would just like to take a moment to talk about how amazing the music of this movie is. Like even when we are in the 70s, even when we are in 30 years later section, both ways the music works.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite like piece of music or song or like part of music in this movie?
See, lyrically and even scene-wise, I said I love Ajab Si, but as a song, I love Main Agar Kahun. It's a beautiful song. I love the poetic value of it as well. But like I said, if I have to say just one lyric that I love the most in the entire album of Om Shanti Om, it's Chand Teri Roshni Ka Halka Sa Ek Saya. How beautiful can it be?
Yeah.
That Roshni Ka Saya, sirf Chand, मतलब तुम्हारी रोशनी का हल्का सा एक saya. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Javed Akhtar Saab has done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
I mean, he's as legendary as one can be.
Agreed.
But but my most favorite song has to be Main Agar Kahun. From all perspectives, musically, lyrically, and even the way it's shot.
Short, yeah. Beach date pasand hai aapko, you want to have like a 5-star hotel date or something like
Yeah.
and like bro, just take your girl to a film set and like please like do what Om Prakash Makhija did. It's the best thing ever.
How Pappu Master and Om Prakash, how they try to make the small things very grand for Shanti, because they know what aura she carries and this is her life, and whatever we have, we'll try our best to make it as grand as we can for her. And just because glasses wine ke hote, bhai wo chai pour kar raha hai. I mean, I don't know if you would date a Mukesh Mehra or an Om Prakash Makhija.
No, I wouldn't date
You are
Mukesh.
inclined towards Mukesh.
No, I wouldn't date Mukesh. It's just I liked that part. It's a beautifully
If you were Shanti Priya, you would still
no, I wouldn't.
marry.
No, I
Mukesh
wouldn't
Mehra.
have. I wouldn't have. I have a great understanding of red flags around me. But every song is either shot around the film set, like it's either a movie playing or it's either a song that is shot for a film in the movie. So it's so meta in that way. Whether initially I think it's Ajab Si, whether it's sorry, it's like Om Shanti Om Rishi Kapoor. So that song is getting shot and we have junior artists all around. Whether it's Main Agar Kahun, where he literally practically takes a girl, he could have taken her anywhere, like
Yeah.
he could have taken her for a date. He could have even like just a walk scene could have been there कि भाई चल रहे हैं बातें कर रहे हैं, कोई ड्रीम सीक्वेंस आ गया फॉर एग्जांपल, लेकिन कुछ नहीं, वो जाता है उसको फिल्म सेट पर ही लेकर. इवन इन धूम थाना इट इज अ ड्रीम सीक्वेंस.
Yeah.
He is basically imagining himself as like an actor, but even then it's a movie.
Yeah.
He's watching a film and then imagining himself as an actor. Again, it's like a meta meta inside meta, like it's meta fictional through and through. Diwangi. It's a film party that's happening and we are literally a part of it. Darde Disco is like the perfect Shah Rukh Khan thirst trap, but an item song getting shot for a film. Then of course my most favorite song of the film, Dastani Om Shanti Om. The most genius thing Farah Khan could have ever done. The movie is about movie, and that in that movie we are seeing Shah Rukh Khan talking about the story of this movie that we are watching. It's so lovely, it's so heartwarming to watch. The lyrics are great. It's not कि भाई ठीक है स्टोरी बताने तो randomly बता दी. They are like very nice thought through lyrics. It's beautifully shot. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ दिखा रहे हैं, साथ साथ में एक स्टोरी चल रही है कि भाई मुकेश मेहरा को भी हम डरा रहे हैं, मुकेश मेहरा को भी हम समझा रहे हैं कि तुम कन्फेस करो, और उसी के साथ हम तुमको पूरी स्टार्टिंग से एंड तक मूवी दिखाएंगे with the most accurate clothing, with the most accurate background dancers, with the most accurate lyrics, and Shan Mukherjee has done such a fabulous job singing it. Honestly, I don't think Farah Khan can top it now.
Yeah.
It's the best. You can't imagine Farah Khan making anything else than Om Shanti Om. It's just she made something that a lot of people cannot
Even
do.
she would agree.
Yeah, she would. I think she would agree that Om Shanti Om is just like it's the
She has set the bar too high.
exactly. Speaking about music again, the best part, of course, the part that we all love, and I think I go back to this movie again because of this reason, is the Diwangi song. Come on,
Yes.
like 31 actors, and like Salman Shah Rukh together in one frame,
Yes.
dancing, having fun. Somehow, like in my heart, I want to believe that this is how Bollywood functions, or like a Bollywood party looks like, and
Yes.
they are so much in love with each other. But I don't think that really exists, to be very honest.
But yeah, I mean, let's not get into the authenticity.
As if
here.
we know, as if like Shah Rukh Khan is inviting me to his parties, but Shah Rukh, if you're watching this, I would love to be. I'm the life of the party every time. So
And you can be our next guest.
yeah, of course, would love to have you. We cannot afford
we
you.
can spare some time.
Yeah, we can spare some time. We cannot afford your time, but we can spend some time.
But Diwangi, it came like Farah was highly inspired by John Jani Janardhan,
Yes.
like she mentioned, and that's why she wanted to recreate that again.
Yeah,
That's why she brought so many amazing stars. And it was fun. I mean, like even in her interviews, we saw that it must have been so much awesome to be on the set
Yeah.
while the song is being shot.
yes.
Be it Rekha or Salman again, Saif Ali Khan, Sanjay Dutt, all.
And even like Govinda coming,
Yes.
and like the beats are also played in
Yes.
the way his songs were, portrayed. And it's again that song comes with lots and lots of movie references, because Kajol and Shah Rukh are doing their kuch hota hai action. We have like Karishma Kapoor, we have Juhi Chawla, we have Tabu in that beautiful red zari. I mean, And again, as an audience, it's such a nice conversation that Farah Khan is doing
Yes.
with us. Basically, she knows we all are fangirls. She knows we all love cinema. She knows the kind of audience she's tapping into.
And again, this song, it adds a lot of essence to the story as
Agreed.
well. You know, it becomes like a comfortable hug
Yeah.
when our protagonist has what should I say, matured.
Yes.
He has understood the value of him being a star.
Yeah.
And then he enjoys with his friends. And then again, after that comfortable hug, Farah reminds us that okay, hold on, it's going to get serious now.
Yes.
The music changes and we see Mike coming again.
Yeah.
That's a great part, you know, because it always moves like this. It feels nice. Then again, we see Om's heartbreak. Then again, we start to see some lighter scenes, and then again the most
Agreed.
depressing scene. And now after the reincarnation, when people have watched it in the cinema halls, after this entire interval, people have enjoyed their refreshments.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot of fun. Now all of a sudden, Mike enters and shit gets serious.
Yes.
So yeah, that's amazing. The world building is happening simultaneously while we are being entertained, and I just love that. Picture अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त.